It's Eric Tang's birthday! Happy birthday, Tangerang! And it's also Women's Nerd Out time! How you guys doing? Happy Women's Nerd Out time. And today, we're going to be talking about a study I was just reading before. It's a meta-analysis on vitamin D supplementation, more specifically 800 to 1,000 IU per day, which if you just divide by 4 and take off the 0, that's how many micrograms you got. So 25 micrograms, about on the high end there. The effect of that vitamin D supplementation on osteoporotic bone fractures and risk of falling in the elderly. More specifically, it was 32 different randomized controlled trials in this meta-analysis, 104,000 people, average age of participants, 72 years old. So in this geriatric population, what they did was they gave them 800 IU or less. They gave them 800 to 1,000. They gave them more than 1,000. And they wanted to assess the effect overall on, again, the risk of falls and osteoporotic bone fractures. And so what they found was under that 800 mark every day, and they either had it intermittently, once every 2 weeks, twice a month, once every 3 months, once every 4 months, or once every year, did they on average, or they had it daily, right? But they had a larger dosage if they had it less frequently, I guess, but I think was implied there. So what they found was under 800 had no effect. Well, actually it had 11% reduction in the risk of falls, but no effect on reducing the risk of osteoporotic bone fractures. 800 to 1,000 IU per day actually had a 19% reduction in the risk of falling and a 13% reduction improvement in the risk of suffering osteoporotic bone fractures. Now, above 1,000 IU, interestingly, didn't have any additional effect on, reducing the likelihood of osteoporotic bone fractures. So it seems that 800 to 1,000 IU is pretty good. So 20 to 25 micrograms in a day. Seems like it might be good if you're elderly to get as vitamin D3, and again, which is fat soluble, so you want to have it with something fatty, whether it's a shot of extra virgin olive oil, or it's with some nuts, or it's with something with fat, or some fish, or whatever it is. Some food for thought if you know someone who is elderly. Didn't reduce the overall risk for hip fractures though in this population. So regardless of the IU, I thought that was interesting. I guess osteoporotic bone fractures in general, not necessarily per se hip fractures. Like you get a spontaneous hip fracture is one of the more common reasons of falling in the elderly. It's not actually that they fell and then fractured. It fractured first due to decreased bone density, maybe some instability in the femur head, neck, for example, in the hip. So it didn't reduce the risk for hip fractures, but overall, 13% reduction in the risk for osteoporotic bone fractures and a 19% reduction in the risk of falling. Vitamin D supplementation, 800 to 1,000 IU a day, 20-25 micrograms. Have a great day, guys. Happy When Wellness. Mark, what's up, man?
Hey!
Yeah!
June 22nd, it's also forever Shane Wen's birthday and the Book of One Month.
Hey!
And when we think of you, we think of a very kind, thoughtful, and awesome person who sheds his light on everybody and is just continuing to do great things always.
Thank you so much.
He's
Awesome.
the best.
Thank you.
He does so much every day.
Thank you.
Seriously.
Hey, we have fun.
He's hard worker.
No.
He's
Hard
still here
worker.
at 11:59 doing When Wellness.
Oh, yeah, on his birthday.
Happy birthday, Eric
We
Tang,
have
also.
fun.
And happy
Tangerang.
birthday, Eric Tang.
Eric, you know what? Natalie's here. When we were, I don't know, what were we?
Oh, no.
We're 9 years old or 14. Natalie was 5 or so. And we would say we were going to ship her to China with your family. You were coming to pick her up, and she had to eat noodles and General Tso's and lo mein her whole life. She wasn't allowed to eat anything else for a long time. And remember, she believed it. That was so much fun, man. And then now, look at her. She flew home today, 21 years old. It's crazy. You and me have known each other our whole lives. Born in the same hospital on the same day, minutes apart. Me and Eric Tang. It's just crazy. You can't know each other for any longer than that. My mom heard your mom going into labor. I think you're older by a little bit. But, dude, I hope you had a great day today, man. I'm going to see you tomorrow. We're going to see you at Jack's. And guess who else is coming to Jack's? Yeah, baby! The squad is coming! So we'll hang out, man.
When will?
What I think, Jesus, I think of going to 7-Eleven a lot, playing Madden in your basement, playing beer pong in your basement. Your parents never heard us, man. We were so loud. I must have been deaf. I hope they don't have serious hearing issues because it's incredible that they never heard us. Or they were just really cool. And we were screaming in the basement, going nuts. Remember Jack put a hole in your wall that time and he said he was going to, in the door, and he said he'll buy you Slurpee. It's like $1.08 for a Slurpee. Kid's ridiculous. But remember that, man? You had that really old Chex Mix. It was like 4 years old. Nobody ever ate. It was just sit there, and it was never open, I don't think, even. But I remember that.
Who wouldn't eat the Chex?
I love you, man. I hope you had an awesome day. It's
July
your day in the book.
22nd.
Yeah.
When Wellness. Have a great,
Happy When Wellness.
great rest of your night, guys. We're going to go have fun. We'll see you tomorrow. Not sure where, not sure when. We'll see you then. Goodbye. Such a pleasure having these girls here. Look at that.
Pleasure.
Yeah.